What's up, guys? J-Wink is here with another J-Wink review of Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 1 and 2, I think. Steps into Shadow, Part 1 and 2. I'm assuming, because that's what they usually do. So, yes. So, for the Season 3 beginning episode, how was it? It was pretty damn good, I gotta say. It was definitely a big, I think, a really cool and interesting, take from where we saw our characters last season, and it kind of they're very much in different places, which they should be, because I think that it's very much this show very much mirrors the original trilogy. The first season is A New Hope. They're getting established, the heroes are being established, and they're becoming bigger named. The second one, a big villain comes in and just completely annihilates them and just brings them down physically and personally. And so I definitely feel like those both, and then in this one they have to recover from that, and I think that they are definitely working on that, and they are definitely changing, because there's a lot of things that they have had to change up to. And I don't know when this takes place in the timeline. I know this takes place a while after. I'm assuming, I don't know. I've heard it takes place a year after Rebels Season 2. I'm not sure, but yeah, so I'm not sure how long the time has passed, because I know it was a few months between Season 1 and Season 2, and I know, but that's not the point. So yes, the characters. So definitely I really think that Ezra and Sabine and Zeb and all of them and Kanan were definitely big, but I think probably the two biggest ones were definitely Ezra and Kanan. Because those are the two characters that were the most affected at the end of the Season 2 finale. Because those are the only two that are supposedly survived. Well, that we know that have survived from that season, from that season finale. Besides Maul and Vader. But they don't count because, they weren't in this episode. But, so yeah, definitely it's really cool to see how Kanan has to deal with this stuff going on. And he's definitely really been affected by his blindness, because he's really staying away from Ezra. He's staying away from the entire team, really. He's just kind of being himself. He's just trying to, I don't know, find inner peace and just stay away from everybody else so he doesn't get anybody hurt. But that is also the main motivation of Ezra, and he wants Kanan back. He wants him to come back. And Ezra, he is just fueled with this anger that he cannot control, and it's going to be very interesting to see where this will go. And because we know, if you've seen the trailers, that him and Maul will team up kind of again, or something is going to happen. But I definitely want to see where this will go, and I really think that how these characters are being treated is very close and very good to kind of how General Ram Koda is kind of like Kanan in a way, because he's got to deal with his blindness, but it's very much taking it on its own way. And Ezra is kind of like a mirror version of Anakin, I'd say, in my opinion, because he started out kind of pure, and then he started to slowly drift to the dark side as more he's been experienced, as more things have kind of tried to persuade him to go in another direction. So yeah, it definitely is very cool to see that. There wasn't really a whole lot of other things for the rest of the characters, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what will happen to the rest of them, like Zeb and Kane and Sabine and Hera and Chopper. So yeah, it'll be very interesting about that. But the episode. So in this episode, there's kind of two things going on. One is Kanan is talking to Bendu, and Ezra and Sabine and Rex and Zeb and Chopper are all trying to get this fighter of Y-Wings with Ezra leading in command. And it's very cool to see how Ezra is moving up in the ranks. More and more he's becoming more powerful. He wants this power, and that is getting him what he wants, and that is, the way to the dark side, as somebody has said before. So definitely it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen. And in this episode we saw that, and it was very cool because we see the plan have to change with after they've messed up a few times and things don't go according to plan, and Ezra is just fueled with this anger, and he just needs to like finish the mission, I guess, and he's really just trying to please everybody and save his friends and build this bigger rebellion. And so definitely it was very cool to see that mission. It was really good to see some good character stuff, different things that we haven't seen before. It was a good kind of introduction, and I think this was on a smaller scale, but I think this is a better. I like this season opening better than the past two, because it was very much influential on what is coming to A New Hope, because this fleet of Y-wings is going to General Dordana, who is the general in excuse me, A New Hope, the bearded guy. You know, if you guys don't know, look it up, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting to see. You know, we're now coming closer to A New Hope, and it's definitely showing that in, and I really like that. And so to now switch from A New Hope to and kind of all this kind of future for setting up for the future stuff, it's time to bring back to Legends. And now there was a lot of talk about the back in Legends where there was the Ashen and the Bogut, which were the early Jedi and the Sith, and that I think is confirmed canon now, because Bendu was talking about them, and he's like, the Ashu and the Bogut, you know, I'm the one in the middle. And it's cool to be like, oh, you know, that's interesting to hear, and you know, that, you know, maybe in another, you know, maybe they are called that in certain areas. Maybe the events of Legends did happen, because, you know, with all this stuff happening, with Thrawn coming in, with this stuff being mentioned, and all these other things being talked about, you know, it's cool to see, like, what other things they can pull in from Legends. Hopefully Mara Jade for the future, maybe, hopefully, something, I don't know. But, it'd be definitely cool to see, you know, and it's very much the start of them introducing more into the, from the Legends lore into the canon lore. And I think, I'd say, probably the biggest thing was Thrawn, I think, in my opinion, because there's a lot of more things that there is really to be established, you know. Darth Bane was now established in canon, you know, and also maybe who is the one talking to Ezra in the holocron. That is something also interesting. But and that's cool to see that this is bringing that in, and I really do like Bendu. He's just a very cool character. He's going to be that wise kind of character that is going to teach Kanan, and I wonder, because he's got the holocron, how is Ezra going to get that thing back, you know? Because we've seen in the season 3 trailers that they do get the holocron. They get both Kanan and the Sith holocron, Maul and Ezra do, and they combine them. And so what is going to happen there? I'm really intrigued to see what is coming. Now, Thrawn. Now, the big talk was, you know, is Thrawn going to be this big threat in this season? I'm thinking he will be. Him and Darth Maul, I think, are going to be the two to take the cake. And I think those are the two that should. Those are two formidable foes. And Thrawn, we just got a little bit of taste. We got a little taste of what he is. And, you know, he doesn't want to destroy just this rebel cell. He wants to destroy the big picture. He wants to destroy all of the Rebel Alliance. So that is definitely interesting to see, like, ooh, there is something going on here. Maybe this is where these other people have failed. Maybe this is where Thrawn will kind of succeed in a way. So it'll be interesting to see that. And we see now in the next episode, it's going to be Maul focused. So I'm wondering if they won't go, you know, a couple episodes with Thrawn and then a couple episodes with Maul or something like that, to show, you know, that these two villains, they are a big thorn in their side, you know. Because I'd say Thrawn is the villain, is kind of the big physical villain. He's the one that is really trying to take down the Rebel Alliance from, you know, he's just the one who's trying to destroy it all. Maul, I'd say, is just trying to destroy those, you know, them 5, you know, and just trying to mess with them on a personal level, not on this bigger, grander scale of what that is going on. So, but that's my opinion. So, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. I'm going to give this episode probably 5 out of 5 winks. Definitely an awesome start off to the season. I'm really looking forward to where everything is going to go. I'm really looking forward to more Bendu. Hopefully more Legends lore coming into the canon. And definitely looking forward to Maul coming back in in this next couple episodes. And also, Thrawn! Yeah, so that's about it, guys. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Tell me what you guys want to see. And also, I guess that's about it. So I'm Jay Wink, and I'll wink it out. I'll see you guys later.